Hello. I'm so glad you stopped by. It's Sunday, and it's my day to wish you all that you wish for yourself. And most of all, to welcome you to the Advancement Center. Yes, and also to the world of magic and miracles. It is a perfect Santa Barbara summer day. The sun is shining, the shadows are sharp, and the leaves on our gratitude tree are just whispering to each other in preparation for my saying hello to you now. I'm going to talk a little bit about imagination. And the textbook definition is the mental ability to create images, ideas, and concepts that are not present to the senses. It involves the power to form new combinations of existing knowledge and experience, often leading to and enjoying original creations. Now, imagination. What a topic. You could talk forever because there's no end to your imagination. It can be used for various purposes, including problem solving, artistic expression, which right now I'm going to break protocol, and rather than waiting to the end of this broadcast to tell you what I created in art class in pastel, I'm going to show you right now. And my art instructor, Mandar, has been in Europe. Oops, this way. So my dear friend always sent me this beautiful inspiration. So thank you. I hope you like it. I want to just check to make sure my phone is on airplane. Now, back to the script, because showing my art is always an expression of imagination. And imagination is imperative because it takes us beyond the confines of exactly where we're standing, looking, sitting, thinking about. It takes us everywhere. Yeah. Beyond all the senses. Not just pretend. It can have a tangible impact on our thoughts, our feelings, and actions. Now, the wonderful author James Barrie, this is the story that I've heard, told his 3 children a bedtime story that drew on their imagination and captured ours as well. When he introduced us all to Peter Pan, I hope you were told that wonderful story when you were a child. Or perhaps you had a big picture book like I did. I still see my oversized book with pictures of the 3 children flying with Peter and Tinkerbell. Imagination doesn't have a location or a speed limit or any limit. It can take you anywhere. And that's the joy of stories. And the stories that we tell our children, that they will tell to their children someday, and on and on and on. Yeah. Now, yesterday, Robert and I watched a rebroadcast of what he delivered in 2022. I couldn't help but notice the elevation of my total being as I sat there. I looked for the transcript that Genya wonderfully supplies to us, and it wasn't available. I texted Genya, and she directed me to the original transcript with the first edition online. Now, after downloading it and printing it, I read it out loud to myself, and it was exhilarating to have those words, to speak it and listen. It was fabulous all over again. So voicing the words revealed the magic and the miracles of Robert Young's message to humanity. Each in our own way, send our words out on this amazing platform called the Advancement Center. Voice the words of Robert's transcripts and find that exhilaration. I did, and I voice them again now for you with love and Robert's permission and love. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, where once again we join with our friends in the outer reaches of the universe and lift out of our chair and physically go there. Say hello to Simeon, to the masters, to the angels and the saints, and all the entities who work with us on a daily basis with one purpose in mind: the advancement of humanity and nothing else. To achieve this advancement, there are many tasks distributed throughout the universe relating to Earth itself, to humanity in all forms and in all areas. And all these tasks are self-appointed through some means of unique communication. We all know what to do, even though it changes every minute, and we are driven with something or by something that is beyond the human brain to recognize, but not beyond humanity itself to understand and to activate. But overall, we simply follow our spirit, have the time of our life, high five Simeon, the masters, and celebrate without any reason at all, but with the knowledge that we've achieved something even in the last second by moving throughout the universe, balancing, shifting, changing color and changing intensity, observing and placing ourselves in the correct position for a fraction of a second, even to maintain the flow that brings perfection to everything and lights up the stars as you reach out and touch them. And we expand ourselves and move forward in the world of our Creator, welcoming everyone, celebrating, and even jumping in the air, doing somersaults, cheering, and bringing laughter with a little bit of mischief, even to our Creator. The simplicity of our presence multiplies the power of our presence by millions. And as we open up a little further, open a few more channels, hear what we've never heard before, feel what we've never felt before, and we even decide to expand a little more and jump in a spaceship, set up the controls, and head outside the universe to other universes and to places that don't have a description. Then out of nowhere, we leave our spaceship and go further so that we can watch ourselves from a distance, from a place that's more than a place, to the origin of everything. And we feel at home beyond infinity, beyond the world of our creation, and beyond the world of our Creator. When we get there, we start to build new worlds. We directly instigate miracles over and over and over, and we find our base programming, simplicity itself, in everything we do, with no factors or considerations, simplicity and a divine feeling that's supported totally by our Creator. And we go further until we feel a new engine, a new source, a new way of being, suddenly developing all around us without explanation or introduction. We suddenly become different, and we realize that difference also appears in the physical plane. That feeling of security, well-being, not necessary anymore. We've gone beyond it. We're self-propelled, self-motivated, and fully supported by our Creator. by the masters and the angels and all the entities that we thought were further than we could reach. And we don't have to return. We stay way out and we're fully aware of even ourselves in the chair. And our interaction with Simeon continues with a brief smile. We can hear him say, "I told you so." Nothing gets in the road of the original signal from your creator, even though you're beyond the world of your creator and encouraged to be there. So now we can fly. Now we can sing. Now we can join with the angels and not really go anywhere. Remain in our chair, create miracles, use our magic, light up the stars, and know beyond a doubt that's where we're meant to be. We're settled beyond infinity, and we don't have to return. We don't have to look down. We're fully aware of ourselves in every condition and every position. We're sitting in the chair. We're skiing down the slopes. We're looking down on the stars. We're beyond infinity and the outer reaches of the universe. And we never had to imagine any of it. It's simply there. As the universe grows, all our universes grow. And of course, your awareness grows to see yourself in all those places without time and space and with unknowns beyond unknowns that make you feel comfortable and fully switched on with a new source that you could call a new energy field, but it's beyond that. One that we don't have to words for. There are no words, but one we can certainly exist in. So as you leap in the air, you realize there's no air, there's no position, there's no time, but you can still do it, and you simply do. Out of nowhere, you do a backflip, and you fly, and you skip through the daisies, and you feel that energy, that buzz, that special feeling, awareness, capability that you never expected when you sat in your chair. But sure enough, you turn your chair into the spaceship and you fly. And you don't have to have a name for it. It helps when you're telling a story, but you don't have to tell yourself a story. Just go for another fly. Ride on top of the wave. Do a backflip. Head out into nowhere and find yourself still connected to your creator, totally capable and totally in charge. In amongst all this, your brain is in neutral, totally comfortable and satisfied, and it's not doing a job that it normally is not meant to do. You have the control systems in your body. You have a supercomputer. You have the interfaces with the physical world, but they all come from the world beyond worlds, from your origin, from the outer reaches of the universe, from the entities that can see from other worlds, and from those who are placed in your field to produce whatever is necessary to allow you to demonstrate the skill of presenting your gifts, no matter how unknown they are, into the physical world, from places unknown to places known to everybody. We now slip into another mode because we can, one that defines our whole being just by a smile. The field that comes into play is your definition, is your signature, and your password for everything in the universe. Your full knowledge surpassed many times in that fraction of a second when you decide to smile and be in the world of your creator, where you can lead from the future as it all comes into form at your request, a request that doesn't come from the brain or from the human body, but one that is answered before it is sent. And a need is fulfilled before the need appears. A movement, a reflex, and an action of joy and harmony that you impose on nobody, but put it out because you can. So there's a feeling of newness that doesn't even need security, that surpasses everything we know, delivered and prepared by you. So as we feel ourselves in that particular mode, we can all, with great sincerity, wish one another a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely magic future. Thank you all for listening. I am Robert, and I am Barbara. I followed my spirit, and it took me to Australia in 2009 from a workshop in Florida. My creator led me to you. Dear Robert, I love you. And I love you all. Thank you so much for being here and listening to these magical words. Thank you.